Manchester United are back. It is Burnley again. Manchester United haven't long played at Burnley, and last time when Manchester United played Burnley, it ended up being probably one of the more comfortable wins Manchester United have had under Ralph Rangnick, probably the most, because Manchester United haven't had many comfortable wins in such a long time. Manchester United haven't had any good wins, good performances pretty much most of the season. It has been the worst season in the Premier League history for Manchester United. It really has. It has been such a poor season, and even if Manchester United finish in that top four, this is going to be the worst by far for me. The performances have been so bad, and if Manchester United get into that top four, it is really because the other teams have been just so shit, because we have been absolutely horrendous this season. We literally have absolutely horrendous. There's not been one positive to take from the season. Now, obviously, they're a bit different now. They've brought in a new centre forward, Burnley. They've got Chris Woods left, and they've brought in a 6'6", I think, forward. I don't know much about him. Obviously, Burnley have drawn their last game against Watford at 0-0, and they're going to need all the points they can get in order to try and survive in the Premier League. It's going to be hard. We know the way that they play, and Burnley would probably actually take a draw before this game. Manchester United cannot afford a draw or the top four races. I've been saying for weeks that the top four race is gone, and then somehow the others maybe slip up a bit, and we maybe just about are in and around the mix. But I don't think Manchester United have got any chance of getting that top four. I really don't. I think it's Spurs is to lose. I really do. I think they've got a better manager than us, and I don't know whether they've got a better team. I don't think they've got a better team than us, but they're playing better than us. We are really in the mud at this moment in time. I'm not too sure there's going to be a lot of changes to this starting lineup that we put out against Middlesbrough, to be honest, because in the first half the performance wasn't actually bad in terms of the actual play. It was the finishing that was so poor, and if you don't finish your chances, as we've seen where Manchester United played Brentford, then you're not going to win games of football. You're really not. And the finishing was so bad, it was like lower league stuff. It really was, even in the second half. But Manchester United's performance in that second half was really bad, in my opinion, against a slightly above mid-table Championship team. It's no excuse for performing like that in that second half. There really wasn't. Into the extra time, it was getting worse, and I don't know why the performances have gone like that. I mean, against Aston Villa we were 2-0 up and we threw it away, and the performance ended up being horrendous towards the end of that game. Manchester United have got to do better. We've got to put in a 90-minute performance where we're good. Sometimes we've started games where we've looked okay, and then we've just fucking not scored and we've looked shit. We haven't got the second goal in a lot of games, and it's just been really bad. So I don't think he's going to make too many changes. Tahir will obviously be back in goal for this game, but I wouldn't expect much change at all, really. I mean, the back four pretty much is going to be the same, because I think Tellers is out with coronavirus, so that's going to be the same back four as he put out against Middlesbrough, with Varane, Maguire, Dalot and Shaw as the fullbacks. That is what he's going to go for. I don't think he's going to bring Wan-Bissaka back in there. I mean, he could do, but I don't think it's going to make a hell of a lot of difference, to be honest, anyway. The rest of the team is so shit as it is. Midfield three is going to go with, for me, the same midfield three. Fred's got coronavirus as well, so he won't be able to play, so it's going to be McTominay, Pogba and Bruno Fernandes in there. And the forward three, I think it's going to pretty much be the same forward three, unless he brings Elanga in, to be honest, if Jadon Sancho is fit. I mean, he was in training, so I gather he is fine after that previous game against Middlesbrough where he got taken off. When he was in training, I assume he is fully fit. So if he's fully fit to start, he starts on one side. It's going to be probably Rashford again on the other, and Ronaldo up front. I don't see any different besides Elanga coming in. And I'm not sure if Elanga's a much better option than Rashford anyway. I mean, yes, Elanga's been playing decent the last few weeks, but is he still? I would still probably say Rashford. If I was picking a team at this moment in time, I would still put, even though Rashford's been poor in the last game, I'd probably still put Rashford at this moment in time ahead of Elanga. But I don't know if going forward that is going to be the case over the next sort of 4 or 5 weeks, what the performances of Elanga and Rashford are going to be, because Greenwood's not going to come back into the fold, and the only other options really you've got is bringing Cavani into the starting lineup. Would he be a better option than Cristiano Ronaldo? Because Cristiano Ronaldo has been poor, I think, recently as well. So it is a real massive concern for Manchester United. The key, I think, is going to be the performance again of Jadon Sancho, because if he can put in a performance like he did against Middlesbrough, then Manchester United might have hope of getting something out of this game. But to be honest, I don't have any hope that Manchester United are going to win this game at all. I mean, Bruno Fernandes isn't scoring many goals lately. As I say, Ronaldo's been poor, Rashford's been poor. Relying on Elanga is going to be tough, because I don't think I know he's a young guy, he's only 19 years of age, but the consistency isn't there of Elanga yet. And whether it will be in the future, I don't know. I'm not convinced that Elanga's first team quality for Manchester United, first 11 quality anyway. He may be over time a decent squad player for Manchester United, but I'm not convinced that he's good enough to start week in, week out for Manchester United going forward. That's just my opinion. Maybe it will change. I didn't think that when Rashford first burst onto the scenes. I thought the same there. And Rashford has at times made himself into a first team regular. And yes, his form's dipped down now, but at times he was a first team regular. But I'm just not so sure yet on the Elanga. But it remains to be seen. It really does. It is possible that Elanga could go on and become a first team regular for Manchester United and be a world class star, but at this moment in time I'm just not convinced. Anyway, I just can't see Manchester United getting 3 points in this game. I really can't. I think the form of these players is just not good enough. The midfield three has got to do better. Of Pogba and McTominay and Fernandes, that's got to be bossing it in this game. It really has, because I do fear Manchester United in this game. I mean, they're probably going to sit back and soak up a lot of pressure and may well park the bus in this game again, because we know what Burnley are like. Yes, they are at home in this one, but I still wouldn't be surprised, because they're looking for a draw out of this game. They would take a draw, because it could help them survive. Manchester United, a draw will be no good, but I've got a feeling it is going to be a draw this game. I'm going 1-1 in this game. I just don't think Manchester United have got enough in the tank going forward at this moment in time. The performances are just too poor going forward, and Manchester United at the back are not good enough to keep a clean sheet. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and share the video if you're watching it on Facebook, and I'll be back again soon. So talk to you all again soon. See ya.